Hey, Cassie Anderson here. I am reporting to you to let you know how my topical steroid withdrawal is going. I just wrapped up month 31, which is week 135, day 946. So, I am reporting to you on what my July was like, month 31. I got some notes here. I took a trip, I'm from Wisconsin, and we took a trip to Ohio, to Cincinnati, to visit with family for the 4th of July. And we were gone for several days, which was a lot of fun. I traveled really well in the car, and I had a really good time while we were there. We did a lot of swimming, and my husband has relatives there, so in his aunt and uncle's pool, and the kids were there swimming like day and night. They just loved it. And we also visited Noah's Ark, which is the life-size Noah's Ark right across the border in Kentucky. That was a lot of fun. Super hot day. I'm so glad that we were indoors for the tour, but as soon as we were outside, we wanted out of there. I mean, anybody without TSW would want out of there too. So we just wanted to shade our kids and get them into some cool weather, so or cool temperatures. So we did that. Got to watch some fireworks out there. It was fun. And then we made our way back and back into the summer routine around here, and I work full-time, so got back into that. And this last month I did a 7-day cleanse, and it's not my first time doing it. I've been doing this for several years now, a couple times a year typically, and this cleanse went really well. Let me tell you about the previous time that I cleansed. Like I said, I've been doing this for years, and the last time I did this, I actually got really sick, and usually the cleanse is pretty gentle, but it is very effective. And it just showed me how many toxins were building up and being released in my body that last round of cleanse. But this particular time, and I toughed it through to the end of the week, you know, and I mean, I just knew that I was doing something really good for my body. And then this last time, I felt really good, and my skin looked better at the end of the week, and just more energy, better sleep, all that kind of stuff that goes into hitting the reset button, and just getting different eating habits and, you know, self-care habits and everything that the cleanse brings. So anyways, I did that and had a really good time with that. And so the rest of the month we have been really active as a family. We've been doing a lot of kayaking and hiking. I've been jogging and walking again for an exercise routine, in the mornings. It's been nice going out in the mornings before the town is awake, but also before the temperatures get super hot and sticky, and so that's been really good. And then also we've had, you can kind of see it in the reflection of my patio window there, but we have the tent set up in the yard, and so this last week we've also been camping outdoors. Well, I haven't been staying outdoors, my kids have been, but we've been in and out outside quite a bit because of that. Had a movie night out in the tent and different things, played games out there and stuff, had bonfires, and all of it's been really good, and my skin's been handling it really well. And then I did take a few days to go to Vegas for a conference. Vegas is not really my first choice of a location to travel to, but I did want to get out there and get the training that our company was offering, and to be able to see a lot of my colleagues there. So I do two things. I don't know if you've caught on to that in my blog and over time if you followed me. I've had a health and wellness business for the last 9 years, and I also work outside the home full-time at the library. But so anyways, this was for my wellness business that I've had, this kind of training out in Vegas. So it was nice being able to see friends and everything. And I had gone out there last year, and I was still You know, I had rested for so long trying to get my body better during like the thick of it with TSW that when I was just starting to kind of get on my feet and get out the door and, you know, challenge my body, push it a little bit more outside of its comfort zone to like regain strength, to get back into a normal routine, and to see what that was like. Anyways, Vegas was one of those, you know, one of the biggest trips that I had taken last year. During my I'm still in TSW, but like during like the worst part or whatever, coming out of that was like really one of the first big trips that I took, and it was good. I did okay. I remember I went out with ice packs on, and my ice packs got confiscated on the way home just because they had melted and they were considered a liquid, and it was a big uproar. So I'm like, just take them. But it was a good thing for me. It was kind of like, you know, taking the pacifier away from a 2-year-old. It was time for change, and I did okay without. But it was nice to just kind of close that door to that chapter of baths and ice, and just to keep going. And anyways, so I remember that last year's trip, and then also there's a lot of pollution indoors in Vegas because they allow smoking, which they don't allow here in Wisconsin. And so that's been rough last year and this year. I just remember having headaches, and you know, my body's just not used to that. And I live in a very clean, smoke-free environment and chemical-free environment, and so that was just very different and hard on my body. But also last year, I remember, you know, the temperatures were in the 90s outside, and I was too afraid to walk outdoors in the hot sun, because at the time it would have provoked a flare and just itchy skin, and I didn't want to have to deal with that while I was traveling. And this year, when we went to go walk out for like a team dinner, and we left the hotel in the conference area, I did really well. It was still in the 90s this year, you know, same kind of scenario, and I didn't think twice about it. I went outside, my skin was comfortable. I even sat by the pool. I didn't go in the pool this time, but we did sit on the side of the pool for a while in the shade, but also very hot outside. And again, my skin did really well. So what a big difference it made from last year to this year, and just how far I've come. Even though I still have like the same problem areas, so to speak, those problem areas have not been they haven't been as bad as what they could be. So other than that, I just made sure I ate really healthy on the road, so that I wasn't adding any sort of inflammation via food. A lot of times if I eat sugar, red meats, a lot of carbs, different things like that, like it comes out in my skin. And so I just was very careful and drank lots of water and took good care of myself, and I did really well. And the other thing is that I do have some pictures on this month's blog, tswskinwar.wordpress.com. I have some pictures that have documented my skin, and I would consider this last month, you know, fairly good. But, you know, as always, TSW is still TSW, and my hands and wrists have still flared here and there. They're doing really great at the moment. They look almost sealed and healed. But it changes sometimes on an hourly basis, sometimes, you know, on a daily basis or a weekly basis. So I just gotta enjoy it while it lasts. But some of the pictures that I have in my blog might show a little bit more irritation than normal. And what I discovered was our thermostat was letting it get too hot in our house too late at night. And so it was really uncomfortable, and my skin prefers it to be cooler. And it just heals a lot better and bounces back faster when it's like cold. So we turned the thermostat down back to 63 at night. And even though it was at 63 at night, it wasn't cooling off fast enough for at bedtime to be 63. So we just decided to cool the house a lot earlier in the day, and to keep it cool, so that it wasn't such a like a warm, hot, irritated bedtime. Anyways, those are just some things that we've discovered along the way. I do have one little pitch for you guys. And if you guys have been following me long enough that you know I'm not like a salesy person. I want to give you things that give you tools and resources and tips that work, and that I've tested out, that I know are reasonable and good and pure and all that stuff, right? So I want to offer you guys something that that's a part of my wellness business that I want to give you the heads up on, because it's worked so well for me during my withdrawal process, and even before withdrawal, just allowing me to go from 11 prescriptions for allergies, asthma, and eczema down to 0 now. Topical steroids was the last one that I had a really hard time beating for a long time, and then come to realize I just needed to withdraw from it and let my body flare and get really bad before I got better, right? But in the meantime, I still think that even though I'm still going through withdrawal this many months later, I was expecting it because I've been on topical steroids my whole life. But regardless, I still feel like my withdrawal has been a fairly decent, mild ride compared to many. So what I want to offer you right now is we have a Prove It challenge going on with our company, and it's the brand is Shaklee, Shaklee. And so the Prove It challenge is the first 7 days you cleanse, and then days 8 through 30 you take a vitamin strip along with a vitamin and protein shake. And there's something for everybody as far as the shakes go. There's soy and non-soy, there's stevia, there's non-stevia, there's plant-based, there's a variety of flavors, but they're all very good, and all of it is gluten-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, no artificial anything. What else? It's vegan and keto friendly, all those kind of things, low glycemic, you name it. This company has figured it out, and I'm really proud to back them up. And like I said, just for me, I've put it to the test, and that's why I believe in these products. Anyhow, this Prove It challenge is going on for the whole month of August, and then all of September too. But if you can order yours before August 31st, 2019, it's on sale right now for $159. But after August 31st, it will jump up to $248. I'm telling you this because right now it's like one of the best deals they've ever offered, because you get a free membership, which membership can be a scary word to some people, but all it means is that you get a lifetime discount of 15% off, which is pretty awesome. And then, and no obligation to ever buy or anything. It's just, you get like a Costco membership, right? It just works for you, but there's no renewal fees. It's a lifetime. So, okay, you get a free membership, you get a free cleanse with this deal if you order before August 31st, and then you also get free shipping. So a lot of free stuff that the company is giving away because they really want people to feel better, and they're challenging us to do this ourselves and also to spread the word, because we want everybody feeling better within 30 days, and beyond. And you get a lot of online support. You get me calling you personally and checking in on you, just making sure you're doing okay. And like I said, I've been doing this for 9 years. I've been taking all these products, but as of recently, they just put them into one kit, and it just makes it super convenient and definitely price effective too, since they have this huge promo going on. Anyways, I wanted to tell you guys because I know that everybody watching here is probably a penny pincher like myself, and it really is a good deal, and our bodies need that kind of nourishment. And so first of all, I really highly recommend the cleanse, just because if your body's been taking prescriptions or on prescriptions, applied prescriptions for so long, your body definitely needs to hit the reset button and to purge some of those toxins out of our system. And there's lots of clinical studies that go behind these products, and a lot of purity testing, quality testing, a lot of scientific research, and years before things have been released. So it's not just some whim that they've put these products out there for the public. They really are tested, tried, and true. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I would love to answer them for you. But I definitely would recommend the cleanse the vitamin strip has everything in it: multivitamin, C and E, carotid E omegas, and probiotic. And then the shake, 20 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber, all the good stuff that your body needs, especially in a recovery process. But anybody in general needs these, but particularly people who are going through, you know, chronic health issues or recovery, right? So anyways, I want to put that out there to this community because I know y'all are interested in better health, and this could be a piece of that puzzle. So anyways, I'm signing off for now. If you want more information and tips on how my last month went, please check out my blog. Again, it's tswskinwar.wordpress.com, and I'll see you next time.